Hello everyone, I'm Susan Birch and welcome to the Health Detective podcast. Last week I talked about the hormones involved in stubborn body fat. Today I will share my top tips on improving hormone balance. Hormones are chemical messengers that tell the body what to do. They work closely with each other to communicate about what is happening in the body and fluctuate based on the feedback they get from each other. Chronic stress and inflammation will alter hormonal interactions, leading to imbalances. In premenopausal women, estradiol tells the body to store subcutaneous fat on the hips, thighs, and breasts. This is one of your three kinds of estrogens. This is balanced by progesterone and testosterone. When the ratio of estradiol to progesterone and testosterone is too high, more fat is stored on the lower body, leading to gynoid or female type obesity. In menopausal women, estradiol levels become very low, while testosterone continues to be produced from the ovaries and adrenal glands. Normally, estrogen will rule over testosterone, but during menopause, this ratio is changed towards testosterone dominance, leading to an androgen excess that promotes male body fat distribution. This is why women tend to find their waistlines thicken during and after menopause. And this is the same problem that occurs in women with PCOS. Men also have an optimal ratio of testosterone to estrogen and progesterone. When men gain weight, it tends to be in the visceral fat in the intestinal space. Men can also suffer from hormonal imbalances. Aromatization is the process that converts testosterone to estrogens. This often increases with age as testosterone levels decrease. The aromatase enzyme is found in body fat and will increase the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. How much chronic stress we have going on has a big influence on how we gain fat and how difficult it is to lose. The adrenal glands respond to stress by increasing cortisol. They also produce about a third of the body's progesterone. Because cortisol and progesterone are made from the same ingredients, if stress is chronically high, the body will prioritize making cortisol and downregulate progesterone production. Progesterone is a precursor to testosterone, so increased stress can lead to decreased testosterone and estrogen-dominant hormone imbalances. Another way cortisol affects body fat is by increasing blood sugar that triggers the release of insulin. Insulin is a fat-storing hormone. High insulin is perceived as a stress to the body and triggers even more cortisol release. This process becomes a vicious cycle that is difficult to break. It doesn't matter whether the stress is emotional, physical, or biochemical. All stress increases cortisol. Identifying and eliminating chronic stress is the first step in managing stubborn body fat. Check out my website. In the resources section, there's a workbook that will help you with this. I recommend printing the book and taking the time to work through the exercises. The next tip for losing stubborn body fat is paying attention to your diet. Are you getting enough nutrients to build healthy hormones? Cholesterol is a precursor to our adrenal and sex hormones. For your body to make estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone, you must have enough cholesterol available. Avoiding fats and cholesterol-containing foods can wreak havoc on these hormones. Choose healthy fats from eggs, seafoods, and other animal products. Avoid processed vegetable oils such as canola, sunflower, and safflower. These are very inflammatory and can lead to hormonal disruptions along with other health risks. Unfortunately, vegan diets don't contain any cholesterol and are often low in healthy fats. If you are a vegan, you need to pay special attention to your fats and you may benefit from some supplementation. Many non-steroid hormones and all the hormone receptors are made from protein. Protein is the structural building block of the body and the most underappreciated of the macronutrients. It's important to get enough protein in every meal to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. And remember that we have a daily requirement for protein. There's been a trend towards low protein diets for many years. During this same time, obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer rates have soared. Protein is a non-negotiable component of our diet, and this becomes even more important as we age. The best protein sources are from unprocessed animal foods, including all kinds of meat, poultry, fish, and seafood. The amino acids from these proteins are in the ratios we need for good health and are more bioavailable than plant proteins. They also contain essential vitamins, minerals, and trace elements not found in plant proteins. If you prefer plant proteins but are struggling with weight issues, I would suggest using a combination of rice, pea, and hemp protein powders to get all the complementary amino acids without the excess calories that come from legumes, nuts, quinoa, and soy. It's very difficult to meet your daily protein requirements on a plant-based diet without eating a ton of calories. If you check out my website, you'll find some video resources on protein and a PDF to download. I also recommend the recipe books Eat Your Way to Health and Vegetarian and Seafood Recipes by Izzy Warwick and Dr. Estrelita van Rensburg. My third solution for stubborn body fat is exercise and recovery. These are very important for maintaining hormonal health. Exercise done the right way will help mobilize stubborn fat and reset hormonal imbalances. There are a lot of people who believe the best fat-burning exercise is cardio. While this does work for a few people, the majority of us do a lot better with modest amounts of cardio and some resistance or weight training. Compound exercises such as deadlifts, squats, and lunges are a great way to start mobilizing fat stores. Follow these up with some steady state cardio for 20 minutes to burn the fat that's circulating in your bloodstream, rather than have it go straight back into fat storage. If you are a beginner, I suggest doing something active most days and starting with body weight exercises. Get some personal training to get started and make sure you don't injure yourself. It's better for your hormones to start with 10 to 20 minutes, 4 to 5 times a week, and build up slowly than throw yourself into the deep end. Getting really sore and tired, triggering cortisol, insulin spikes, and hunger cravings will disrupt your hormones even more and make stubborn fat more difficult to lose. Recovery after exercise is important to restore hormonal imbalance. Take time to cool down properly and include some stretches and foam rolling. Not getting enough restorative sleep is a problem for many people and will undo all your good work. There are a lot of tips in the Health and Wellbeing Planner to improve sleep. A few things that may help is resetting your circadian rhythm by getting up and going to bed at the same time every day. I know it's hard not to sleep in on weekends, but try to avoid this no matter how tempting it might be. Try to get outside in the morning and evening, even if it's just for a few minutes, to enjoy a morning cup of coffee or an evening walk around the block. The light into the cones of your eyes at these times of the day help to reset your circadian rhythm and restore your cortisol and melatonin release. This will help you to have a better night's sleep. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, and share. And thank you for listening.